We happy few. Alright, so this is day 3 of the playthrough of We Happy Few. Don't pay no mind to that at the top right of the screen there. It says day 1. I'm playing it. This is my third day of playing through the game. And I've been trying to kind of jot down my thoughts, what I'm feeling live at the end of each playthrough. And I think I will do this with games from now on, because we do so many playthroughs. And that's kind of like my favorite thing to do. So, like, I like to review and talk about the game while it's fresh in my mind. So We Happy Few Day 3. We finished for what I thought was the end of the game with Arthur, which was not. But Arthur, spoiler, got out of Wellington Wells. And so I guess part of his story is done. And now we're playing as Sally. So to recap on Arthur's side of it, questing is his stuff. The one downside, again, I will say, like I said the other day, is that a lot of the quests have you going, like, all over the map. So it's like you'll go here, then you gotta go all the way over there, and then you gotta come back here, and then you go in there, and then you come back here, and it's very far distances. And when it happens at certain times, like at nighttime, then you're stuck kind of just sprinting around. And when you're just sprinting around, I think it kind of takes something away from the game, where the fact is you're not really taking in the game. You're not taking in the sights. You're not experiencing the world. You're not getting chances to maybe do those side quests that you'd be running into along the way, because you're just kind of just running to get to the spot and then to lose the cops so that you can then go do what you need to do. So, like, kind of takes something away from the game that, if it just happens that at that time you're going back and forth, it's just going to be like a situation where you're just running through. Whereas if you're doing everything during the day, then there's a lot more game to be experienced, a lot more side quests you run into and see that you don't get to see at nighttime. So, really, it takes something away from the game. I think that could be balanced in the future if maybe they do something where when you finish a quest, you don't stay at the time in the game that you would be at. That maybe it progresses the game forward towards the daytime. So when you're finishing it, you're not going to be like stuck in nighttime or something. I mean, that could have its own upsides and downsides too, where if maybe you're trying to do a speed run of the game and say complete the game in like 3 days, like game days, like, how it says day 1 there, so in like game days, maybe you're trying to do it in 1 day or something, that would take away from it. So I can understand not doing that way, but maybe have different modes then. Maybe have like the always daytime mode where quests will always bring you out in the daytime, and, just have like different options like that, because it does take something away from the game, just not having all those side quests. Because I know at first when I was playing, I was absolutely trying to do as many side quests as I could. And then I kind of realized how a lot of the quests, even the side quests, would have you going back and forth for stuff, and they were taking like a long, long time. So I did realize that, like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just do the story quest, because it didn't really seem like I was underleveled for anything, So it's like, what I can say now after 3 days of playing this game, the game kind of runs like a mixture of Skyrim, Assassin's Creed, Detroit Become Human even, and like Telltale games. So, like, the story aspect of it, if you just play through kind of the story, you get little bits of story, not really like tons of cutscenes. Like, you get them if you're finding those masks, you get cutscenes, and then you got like a few cutscenes here and there, but it was a lot, like a very tiny bit. So then the rest of it, with running around and survival side of it, having to eat and stuff, which I will tell you, there was a thing all the way at the bottom right here, where you didn't get any negative effects of like food and everything, but it was broken, absolutely broken. I saw a review and I saw it was broken in the review, and then I went to check. Absolutely true, completely broken. I had that, and no matter what, I was still getting negative effects of stamina for not having food or liquids, which kind of sucked. We were running into some issues. The game did crash once on this playthrough, so there are a lot of glitches in the game. For a $60 game, I haven't noticed an update come out. I haven't noticed any patch notes come out. So that's a little bit disconcerting. I'm hoping that the company will take it a little bit more seriously in the near future. That it is a high cost to charge for a game like this that is nice, but you got like 6 different character models, like at the most. The stories are really grindy, running back and forth. You're dealing with these negative stamina effects, even though you're setting it shouldn't be there. You're experiencing that. And then to top it off, there really isn't many cutscenes. So the story is enthralling, but I spent 3 days, so we're talking about 15 hours so far. I wonder if I could see if the statistics will show. Alright, so now it's just going to say time played on this one. But I spent about 15, 16 hours of playing the game, and, that was a very long time for a Chapter 1, where, I mean, now I'm stuck. I really just want to know what the heck is going on with Germany, what is up with Wellington Wells, why when Arthur went over the bridge it said Britannia, so, like, these are things I'm left thinking about at the end of three days playing 5 hours per day, and now I'm on the second part. So, the review of the second part, I only played quick. We started up, and, we just kind of, like, did the baby thing, and, like, the dude came in and whatnot. So, what I can say, I never expected a whole baby mechanic. I was content with the Arthur story. I would have been happy with more cutscenes, with more explanation of storyline, with more really, like, elaborate storyline, because that whole feel of, like, the survival Skyrim style or Fallout and a mixture of, Detroit movie style and everything was cool. It just needed more. But then, so now we're going to deal with Sally, and we're going to have to deal with a baby. So now we're going to have to come back. So I've been mentioning how in a lot of these quests, you're going from here to there to here to there. Luckily this map doesn't look as... It looks just as large as the other map. So if I'm, like, all the way up here, that baby better be moving from town to town with me, because this is going to get really annoying if their quests stay the same. So if their quests stay the same, I pick up one here, and then I have to go there to come back here, and then I'm stuck. It's nighttime, so now I'm sprinting back and forth, or it's daytime, and I'm walking slowly back and forth, so I'm not caught. It's like, there's just so many obstacles that have nothing to do with real gameplay, that have nothing to do with anything much other than just having, like, this world has a rule set. And that's all it is. Whereas, like, you play an Assassin's Creed type game, you get to see the world and experience it, and you're not really dealing too much with people that want to fight you, like, every, like, 2 seconds. Whereas in this game, you're stuck walking everywhere and everything, which is immersive insofar as you're playing for maybe an hour or two, and then after that, you're getting so many quests that go here, A to B, A to B, A to B, back to A, then it's kind of like, alright, screw this walking thing. I just went to this person that I was supposed to go to talk to the thing, then they sent me to go get frickin' cod liver oil, and then I went to the cod liver oil place, that sent me to somewhere, and then I had to go back to bring her the cod liver oil, to then have to go back to this other thing. It's like, like, the quests are very much like, oh, can it just progress? Like, we don't need to expand upon it much more. We're there, we're in, let's do it. So, in day 3, I mean, all this aside, I know it might sound like I don't like the game. It was fun. I'm immersed. I'm feeling a part of the world. I kind of wish there was a lot less glitches, but I'm immersed. Like, I really need to know what's happening in Germany. I need to know what the heck did it mean that it was Britannia outside of Wellington Wells. I need to know what the heck is up with Wellington Wells. I need to know why the tanks were paper mache, or how Arthur said papier mache. I need to know these things now on day 3. I need to know. So, hopefully, we'll be able to find out tomorrow in the stream. I'm going to try and start at 6 p.m. Eastern. And we'll continue, and hopefully maybe we'll get to finish the Sally portion. I'll try and go as late as I can tomorrow, so it might be an uber late stream from 6 to whenever we finish Sally's portion, because I need to know. I have a feeling, though, that there might be a chapter 3 to this game, so we finish Sally's part, and then maybe we find out, what's happening with Arthur. Maybe they meet up outside, and then we meet up with Arthur, I'm thinking, maybe, and then we gotta go find, the brother that was kind of screwed in this whole thing. Maybe he's out there in Britannia or Germany or wherever that place is. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. So much to know after 3 days of playing. So much still to know. But great game. I still recommend it. I do think, though, the more I'm playing it, though, now I know that there's a chapter 2 for it. It's making the $60 feel a little bit more reasonable. But with all the glitches, with the game crashing and everything, $60 is a little bit high, and I'm thinking more like $40 is more reasonable, because the game is long, yes, but like I said, it's so many quests going here and there and back and forth that it feels like there's a lot of game there, but it's doing a lot of busy work. It's doing a lot of busy work that is really nothing to do with the main story. And like, instead of just being able to go to a place and get like a quest done, then you're stuck going through floor after floor after floor, looking, turning on switches and doing a lot of busy work that makes the game a lot longer. But is it really bringing in time value, or is it bringing in time usage? But yeah, so I mean, it might be a game that might be best if you don't like games like this. If a game like this doesn't enthrall you, if you're not easily enthralled, then wait for it to be on sale. If you like games that you get enthralled with easily, and you like vibrant worlds that have, beautiful views and art styles, and really look vibrant, especially when you take your joy, it's then get it, and you'll probably enjoy it. But all right, so that's my third day review. We'll be back to it tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, to play it some more at Fealty Gaming on Twitch. I will be uploading this on YouTube. If it is on YouTube and this is where you watch it, hit like, comment. What do you think about the game? What is your day 2, day 3 thoughts and everything? And to everybody else, thank you for hanging out in the stream. Thank you for bringing the good vibes and going on this journey with me in this game. Third day. Now we'll go on for a fourth tomorrow.